live at the L&T Finance RAISE'25 and in conversation with Mr. Sachinn Joshi. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
My first question to you is, how exactly is L&T Finance unlocking the potential of AI in the financial ecosystem?
Great question. So we actually started off RAISE'24. I mean, that was the first year, right? So last year, post Sudipta joining, lot of focus has actually gone on AI ML, right? A lot of investments have been done by us as a company. A lot of projects have been worked upon, and we have done a combo of having the RAISE event along with Investor Digital Day. I think last year was the first year, and we saw lots of, I would say, enthusiasm when the event was taken. But it was the first year, right? Ultimately, we were not very sure of ourselves also, and it was only plans. This year has been different. I mean, if you look at the way the response that we've seen, almost about 6,000 people, either online or offline, both over here. The kind of crowd, I have never seen this kind of a crowd. The kind of response that we have seen. Yesterday we had the Investor Digital Day, phenomenal success. I mean, over last 1 year, it was not just about working on what we had spoken about, right? It was walking the talk. Because last year we spoke about it, people were not willing to believe. People thought, ठीक है, कोई event है, L&T Finance, L&T Group का, there have been a lot of people who keep coming, talking about it, but ultimately, the end result is what matters. We announced Cyclops, we announced Nostradamus, or, we have been meeting various investors, analysts, every quarter after the results. Me, myself, Sudipta, we have been traveling a lot. There has been a lot of enthusiasm about what plans were, right? But this is the time when we could actually showcase what we could achieve. The early results, they are still early results, but you can, the way stock markets have reacted just based on what we have showcased yesterday, and the way the meetings and the discussions were conducted today, phenomenal. I think people have been giving a big thumbs up, and it gives all of us great encouragement to continue performing the way we have. And actually, ultimately, the proof of the pudding is, ultimately the results have to ensure that our credit costs go down. We have made a promise to the investors. We want the credit costs to go down to about 2% level, at least in the initial phase, which I believe we should be able to achieve by the end of the Q4 FY27. On the same lines, even the collection costs would go down, because if the asset quality improves, our focus on prime would ensure that the asset quality will improve substantially. Good customer would mean that the repayments will happen on its own. We will not really have to spend a lot of money on collection agencies following up on those EMIs which are due. So all in all, the collection costs as well as credit costs going down, which have been always a pain level for us, is going to result in a great increase in the return on assets. We have talked about a 2.8 to 3% kind of band to be achieved, and on a sustainable basis we should be able to reach that. This, along with increase in our book, which has already crossed 1 lakh crore, we have been talking about a 25% CAGR growth, which would mean that over next 1.5-2 years time, we will have a debt equity of close to 5:1. I think about 4.5 to 5 is what we are actually gunning for. Once we achieve that, then the ROEs also are going to surpass, our first milestone is to achieve 15% plus, and then let's see how things pan out. So all in all, I think the AI/ML which we keep hearing about, I think we have now crystallized on the plans. We have actually showcased the kind of projects that we are working on. Maybe some of them may seem like they are very small, but the financial impact of it is going to be really, really significant. So I think it has been a great success. And RAISE'25, we started preparations almost 8 months back. Very meticulously we worked on who are going to be the speakers, what are going to be the panel discussions and all. And I would give full credit to our MD and CEO Sudipta. He's, apart from being a managing director who understands business, he understands risk, he understands credit, and he understands technology also. And that's the reason you see that he has been acting like a magnet who attracts the best of technology talent. And that's the reason you see that we have a great resources working with us. We have Debrag Banerjee, we have Ramesh Aital, and their teams. The way we have been able to attract talent, I think we are in for great future. That's it.
Quite fantastic and powerful at that, especially from the CFO's lens. Thank you very much for speaking with us.
My pleasure. Thank you.